I'll just start out with Juwan. We don't know a lot right now. We'll get a scan in the morning and do some more testing on him. Obviously, he was in a lot of pain, and after being evaluated by the doctors, felt the right move was to keep him out for the rest of the game and get more tests in the morning. So we'll have an update hopefully on Juwan in the next 24 hours.
Yes, when you look at that game, what is the most disappointing aspect? Was it more the offense or defense?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we got no flow going right now in the first half, and tonight, our movement, we just didn't have any pop on that end. We talked about their physicality, and the two basics that we had to execute tonight to have a chance to win the game was taking care of the basketball and rebounding the ball and playing with physicality. And I thought they clearly were the better team in both those areas. And when you don't execute the basics of the game plan, you're going to have trouble winning. And 17 turnovers, like I said, is way too many against a team like that. They turn them into points, and they're so fast and athletic when they turn you over, and that was a big difference in the game. And then second chance points, they had their way with that as well. So you would just have to have more focus on the basic part of our plan and go out and execute those things to give ourselves a chance. And, we had our probably best offensive game, at least in the last month, against Minnesota, but we didn't carry that over. We had stretches in the second half, and listen, when Derek goes out, he's a big part of our system and playmaker, but with getting the 2 fouls and not ever getting in any type of rhythm tonight, that hurt us on that end. And give them credit. They took us out of it. They took our shooters away and played Derek, and we just couldn't get anything going, where he had a career game, obviously, the other day in Minnesota. So just second half, we had stretches, like I said. I thought we cut very well to get it going. Talked in the locker room, couldn't have played much worse, and had guys out of the lineup with fouls, and we were still in striking distance, and come out of the gate, make a run, which we did, cut it to 5, but then they pushed it right back up. Wilhelm was a bright spot. It was good to see him get it going offensively. We just got to hopefully keep him in the game better in the first half with eliminating some of the fouls that are costing him. But, it's I think it was 10 with 6.5 left, and they went on a monumental run to finish it. So just got to stick together. We're playing for whatever reason. We're after losses, we're bouncing back with good effort. After wins, we're just not handling it the right way for whatever reason. So we got to find a way to bounce back, whether it's a win, a loss, and prepare. I thought our preparation actually was pretty good the last few days, but we certainly didn't carry that over into the game.
About the fouls and the minutes guys had to miss because of that. In a game when there's 24 fouls in the first half and you are having to go deep into your bench, how much does that throw off a plan going in and maybe take guys out of it mentally?
Yeah, it does, but it shouldn't be that big a factor. I mean, we certainly practice with all our guys. They all need to be ready to step in there and make an impact. We missed a lot of layups, I thought, and we aren't converting on our free ones. We did the other day, we didn't tonight. And when you give up, those types of opportunity, you just don't get those back. So it's something. Again, we'll learn from it. Hopefully, we'll grow from it and get better from it. But we're going into the best team in the league's gym, which is the hardest place to play in our league, and hopefully respond well.
Derek tonight, that he was visibly frustrated with their defense. Was that just they have a really good post player, or did they do something specific?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I feel good about Derek, whoever's guarding him, and we couldn't get around him. We couldn't get over the top. They were staying down on his fakes. They did a good job with that. Give them credit. Derek's really good at changing his angles on his jump hooks, and he's been a hard guy to stop. You've seen him go over 7-4 guys very well, but we just could not get any rhythm with that. We feel good about Derek with the ball in his hands at the nail. The foul certainly didn't help him getting any kind of rhythm. I think he played 5.5 minutes in the first half, but again, he was frustrated. There's no doubt about it. But the good ones, they bounce back. I know Derek will, and all our guys. It's been a resilient group. And we'll bounce back and fight hard on Friday.
I know you just touched on this. How tough or frustrating is it not to be able to string these wins together here?
Yeah, it is frustrating. And again, if we want to have a chance to play in the postseason, you have to string them together, and you have to start with that. We've had a brutal schedule. I mean, it's been hard. There's no doubt about that. But you go on the road, you get a big win to pull even as far as wins and losses on the road and at home, and then you come and drop one. So we got to find a way to steal, at least one more on the road, hopefully a couple of them, and start stringing good efforts together for the remaining, what do we got, 14 left.
Derek got those 2 fouls and then only played 6 minutes in the first half, but it seemed like Sam Griesel was able to kind of keep that offense together. What did you think about his performance in the first half?
Yeah, I mean, we kept it in striking distance. There was numerous occasions I almost put him back in there, and Emmanuel as well. Emmanuel's a guy that does a lot of things for our team on both ends of the floor. And, again, when you don't convert those layups and you don't convert the free throws, it's hard. It's hard. It should have been a couple possession game going into the break if we make our easy ones. Yeah, Sam, I thought first half was good. He was a guy that's diving all over the floor. Obviously we would all like the turnovers back from all of our guys. Listen, we'll go back and learn from it and get 2 days of prep. This is 3 games, I think, in 6 days now that we'll have going into Purdue, where I think they've been off now for a couple, so that we know they're going to be ready. And again, we got to be prepared. We know how hard it is to go and play in that building, and hopefully fight them like we did the first time.
Coach.
Thank you.